The views, thoughts, and expressions of the show are purely satire and do not reflect the host's employer or any associated parties pertaining to the hosts. This is a joke of a show. Do not take this show serious. We are idiots.
NFA is the podcast of the day. Got a cowboy and a witch and two nerds that don't play. They talking about things that make your mind afraid. No censor, they're here to slay. They ride through the airwaves, kicking up dust, covering topics that others might cuss. Get ready for all opinions, no fuss. Cowboy, witch, and nerds, you better trust.
Welcome, everybody, to another episode of the NFA Network. My name's Zaga.
And I'm Nick.
And this week, guys, it's just us two. So you get your favorite two hosts, the normal ones, the ones that are your
Two hoes.
We are the work hoses of the NFA Network.
The two work whores is.
I mean, I'm a retired whore. I got a ring on it now. So, damn, dude, I didn't realize how fucking bent my fingers were until I fucking saw that shit in the mirror. I'm so broken as a person.
Well, I mean, that comes with our age. That comes with us being born in what a lot are saying are the 1900s instead of the 1990s. Which
I don't want to talk about that. I swear to God, if a child approaches me saying, "Oh, what year in the 1900s were you born?" I'm punching them. I think that gives me fair right to hit a child. Like, and I'm not for, abusing children, but that motherfucker might catch a bow real quick, man.
I don't know.
1900s.
Yeah, you hit me with the 1900s. I think it's an unspoken rule that you just get RKO'd right there on the sidewalk. It's just it's going to happen.
Yeah, out of nowhere, that shit's happening. But I'm not a fan of getting old right now, man. Like, obviously, if you guys are listening, but if you guys are listening, we are actually talking to you in the future. We are recording, like, it's December 29th right now that we're recording this episode. So
we're talking to them from the past.
Yes, like, we are very much in the past. We're talking to you very much into the future here. And on Christmas Eve, I threw my back out.
And what's funny about him throwing his back out is that prior to his back going out, I slept wrong and my back was out for about 2 weeks. And so I've become mobile as of recent, like more mobile.
I'm gonna one up you on this, pal. This one's like, you're not, like, this is like really bad. So the night that we recorded our season premiere, which was the Sunday before Christmas, which was last week for us here in this timeline, in this multiverse. So we recorded that Sunday. That night, when I was messing with the wiring, because obviously every episode we have some kind of technical difficulty.
On his end, not anyone
else. On my end, and it's only me. It's only me, because I'm the one with all the fucking fancy equipment all the time. I was messing with something under the desk with a wire, and I felt something weird on my shoulder. And if you guys recall and watch the season premiere again, there's a couple moments you'll see me doing this on screen a couple times. Nick, if you watch
flexing, I'm not gonna lie. I thought you might have.
No, I was in a lot of pain. I tore something in my shoulder that night. I just worked through it. I didn't just try to ignore it. So that Monday I was in a sling. Fun fact, right? So Monday before Christmas, I'm in a sling, and I couldn't lift my arm past here. Like, I was stuck. So, heating compresses, ice, Tylenol for inflammation, Advil, all that stuff.
Stretching.
Just stuff stretching, things that old people have to do. So the next morning on Tuesday, Christmas Eve, I wake up and I'm like, wow, my shoulder feels great. Like, I could move it like this far up. Like, it still hurts right now. And I was like, okay, I got the swelling down. I'm taking care of it. This is great news. I'm in a great mood. I wore my candy cane shirt to work. It's like, we're in the Christmas spirit now. I was not in the Christmas spirit on Monday. I was cranky. So I'm sitting there at work, just at my desk, working for probably like 3 straight hours. I'm sitting at my desk fucking around doing shit. And I go to stand up and I feel my back starts to tighten. And I'm like, it's been getting cold. Makes sense. Maybe it's just, I've been sitting for a minute. Let me go walk around and stretch it out and walk it off. Within the next hour, I was completely crooked and hunched over because I guess while sitting and just breathing, I pinched my sciatic nerve.
You turned into a question mark.
Dude, legit, like my hips were here, my body went like this, and then my upper body was like that. I looked like one of the worms from Men in Black.
You look like one of the unknowns from Pokemon.
Yeah. I look like those yoga poses that you see like on the walls of how to do yoga poses. That's what my body looked like. I was just bent in ways I should not have been bent. I felt like Mr. Fantastic, like the Rubber Man. And like, so legit, when I told my boss, like, yo, I got to go to Walgreens. Something's clearly wrong with my back. I don't know what's happening. Went to Walgreens, get some Tylenol, some heating pads, some Icy Hot, just a bunch of shit to try to relieve my back. And as I'm like walking towards the front, I grab myself a Red Bull. I turn around, and my if anybody who's ever had sciatic pain or sciatica issues, there's pain that shoots down your leg when this happens, and numbness is one of those things. My entire left leg went numb, and I collapsed in the Walgreens. I have fallen, and I couldn't get up.
Hit the stanky leg too hard.
Oh, dude, it was not a good time. But like, there's like 6 or 7 people that surrounded me. Like, are you okay? Do we need to call an ambulance? I'm like, I need everyone just to leave me alone for 5 seconds here and just lay on the floor in pain. So, yeah, all Christmas Eve I was just hunched over. I'm still hurting like a motherfucker. Like my back still is on fire. But like, I ironically took the massage gun that I have and blasted it on my spinal cord. And all of a sudden, the nerve thing stopped. So I'm like, maybe I did something good. I don't know. Maybe we need to take out another somebody needs to talk to another CEO in New York City at some point in time before a board meeting, because my insurance ain't covering an MRI for this. So I'm not for terrorism in this sense. I'm just saying that man is not like, I don't agree with what he did. That man had a family. But I totally get it because my back hurts and I'm not going to the doctor for it. So go ahead. You got something to say?
It wasn't necessarily anything to say. I was just gonna say, Luigi, our boy, is not a terrorist per se. In my personal opinion,
I think they got the wrong guy. They got the wrong guy.
Well, yeah, that's weird because like Luigi was just like hanging up Christmas lights next door on my birthday, like, because I mean, when this allegedly happened, I mean, it was on my birthday, so there's, I don't know, I gave him a fucking tamale. He said thank you. We sang.
What do you have tamales?
I live in a very
he's Italian. Why are you singing Hanukkah?
Okay, well, that's easy to explain. Actually, is because where I live in a very predominantly Hispanic community, so my taste buds have been on point for the last 4 years.
Muy caliente.
Yeah, muy caliente. They keep calling me puta gringo, which I thought I'm assuming that means I'm awesome because I get called it all the time.
It kind of means like when I call you round eye, that's kind of what that means.
Cool guy, chill guy. Got you. Yeah. Okay. Now I know.
Just a chill guy sipping my tea.
As for the Hanukkah thing, I was watching 8 Crazy Nights, and so we were singing some of the songs from 8 Crazy Nights, and it just kind of happened.
He was at karaoke, right? Exactly.
Yeah, he was at karaoke. So I don't know. Yeah, they got the wrong guy. I don't
know. But with this back pain, made me realize that we are now the adults, Nick. We are the adults.
Are we?
We are. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was in here. I was scrolling on TikTok, and an old scene from Rugrats came up on my feed, and it was Phil Pickles stirring pudding at 3 o'clock in the morning.
It was Stu Pickles.
What did I say?
You said Phil Pickles.
Phil? Oh, I'm bad. I meant Stu.
I
fucked me up.
Yeah.
Stu Pickles. Stu was stir. I'm sorry. I'm baked like always, man. Oh, you see these bags in the eyes? The bigger the bags, the bigger the bag I spent at the store.
The bigger the sciatica.
Yes. Thank God this shit is legal, because this is the best pain best pain relief I've ever fucking had. But yeah, no. So, what was it? Stu. Goddamn it, did it again. Stu was stirring the goddamn pudding, and Didi, I remember her. Didi walks in and is like, Stu, what are you doing? It's 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm making pudding. Why are you making pudding? I've lost control of my life. And I've never felt that more in my soul.
what we didn't know is like watching that episode when it aired and all that was that was a premonition of what we were looking up before.
I think it's our future lives.
I just thought it was like it's a great cartoon. I never thought that I would resonate with it so much like I do now. So
I mean, when you look, if you Google the ages of what the parents were in the Rugrats,
yeah,
you're gonna hate yourself a little bit.
All right, let me guess. I'm 34. You're 34, 35.
Yep. Let's
so
see.
They're probably 38.
Parents. Here we go. Let's see. Oh, thanks. Howard was born 1958, Betty 1959, so they're 33 and 32. We are older than the parents in Rugrats.
Hey, Team No Kids.
Well, yes, because we can't afford it. This ain't
we can't afford shit.
I mean,
afford myself.
I know, right? Like I'm a goddamn expensive child myself.
Yeah.
Like I need diapers at this point. Fuck.
Well, you keep having the sciatic problem. Might shit and piss yourself.
I'm just saying, dude. But it made me realize that when I was a kid and I used to look up to the adults for guidance. I don't think a child can look up to me for advice at this point in time. I think us as millennials, we're not ready to be the adults. We still need supervision at this point in time in our lives.
Oh, 1000%. You know how many times I go throughout the day and I ask myself, who let me do this? Like how, or no, not who. How did you let me do this?
It's like, yeah, if like I really made an adult conscious decision and decided to do this. This is what I did as an adult.
I fucked around and found out in adulthood.
But it made me start to think, though, the differences between our generation and the next generation, the Gen Zers, because they are going to be the next ones that are going to be reaching this age. And because Gen Z, what's the cutoff for Gen Z? What's the
Gen Z.
Start for Gen Z?
2000s?
1997.
So we grant you. Oh, you're not even a 90s kid, fucker.
So, as of right now, how does that make them? They're 27 years old, so they're going to be going to the age of pain very soon. Because as you know, the moment you turn 30, everything breaks. It's like a fucking 10-year-old fucking used car that you bought, and it's like it ran great for a while, and then out of nowhere, everything just sucks.
All I can think about is like when you hit 30, it's that scene from Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire. Oh yeah, I got you for 3 minutes of playtime. That's all I see. Because like as soon as you hit 30, it's just it goes downhill from there, man.
Yeah, when
I say it's downhill from there, but
when you referenced Toby right there, all I thought was my back.
That's that connects with you very well. But what I'm thinking is that everyone's always people our age are always saying, oh, I'm fearing my 30s. Okay, I don't know about you guys, but I'm thriving and I'm trying to thrive in my 30s because I fucked up all my 20s for the most part, and so I'm pretty much making my 30s a redo of my 20s with smarter decisions and having more fun. I'm not going to house parties and getting blackout drunk. I'm not drinking Mad Dog 2020 or Boone's Farm or anything like that. I'm drinking stuff at my own house at my own pace. I'm not sitting around cigarette smoke. I'm not hopping fences and stuff like that. Like I'm chill.
I'm looking into yoga classes, my dude. You understand this? I'm looking at yoga so I can stretch my hammies and walk and like have feel normal.
Yeah,
for once.
You want to know how I have to feel normal, Zaga? I have to take 9 times out of 10 anything that I fucking eat, whether it be spicy, greasy, delicious, edible. I have to take Imodium. I have to take a
we got some issues too.
Yeah. I'm still gonna do it because it's. I'm a foodie. You are too.
Yeah.
and stuff.
We're gonna chance it. If it wasn't, I have stomach I have stomach ulcers, so I can't eat spicy food. So
well,
yeah, it hurts. I enjoy spicy food though. I like the flavor of spicy food.
see, I say all like I'm a big like spicy fanatic, dude. I go to like Buffalo Wild Wings. The highest I go is like medium or mild.
Yeah, but you know what? Like, I have a disgusting amount. I have a disgusting sweet tooth though. Like, there's no such thing as like, oh, that's too sweet for me. Like that, there's no such thing as that for me. But with that being said, this episode, we're only 20 minutes into the episode. This episode's gonna be us. What is the comparisons? The differences really, not comparisons. The big differences between millennials and Gen Zers, because I've been thinking about it, and it's like I've never seen such a generational gap between the two. Like people from the 70s and 80s, very like they're very similar, just slightly different. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I'm glad you said that because I was actually going to ask. Like, Gen Zers are almost they do align to certain things that we grew up with and that we instilled upon like society and stuff like that, and we're not gonna tie this person into it, but Gen Xers, I got 2 words for y'all: get fucked, because there's no reason for them. Oh, it's gonna sound dark, but there's no reason for them to exist.
Ooh, that's painful. That's
it's a little dark. I get it, but like
it's a little much there.
Gen Xers are they're just. I mean, to me, they're just downright disrespectful. And I know me saying that I sound like a boomer or whatever.
Those like the 45-year-olds, right? Like
Gen Xers?
Isn't that Gen Xers?
Wait. Okay, what's that? Okay, I don't know who creates these terms on
because Gen Xers are 65 to 80.
Oh yeah, they can get fucked.
Yeah, those are the Karens in the world.
Yeah.
Those are the quintessential Karens out in the world currently.
Yeah, they were like the test. They were like the test child of everything, and they failed, in my opinion.
Yeah. They were the ones that everything was tested on. Because I think that the new one is Gen Alpha. Yeah, because there's to go Alpha, Beta.
Who?
I don't know.
Who's creating these names?
I don't know.
This is stupid because you know what's going to happen, right?
What?
These Gen Alphas are going to be like, oh, we're the Alpha. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the kids that are talking about being alpha males and shit now.
Oh, the Wolfpack ones.
Those are those kids, yeah.
Okay.
Those are kids born in like 2010 and shit? Like they're like 16-year-old kids right now talking shit like that. But what are some stereotypes you think we have as millennials? Like, what are some stereotypes that, like, I know one is that we wear ankle socks. Like, that's a stereotype.
I still wear ankle socks. All right.
I do too, but now they got me questioning it, and now like I actually wear like mid socks everywhere. I mean, they're more comfortable than me anyway. I don't, because I wear a lot of mid tops and high tops, so wearing low cut like socks don't work with that anyway. So
I don't know. I'm you bringing that up because it's like I'm a big Vans person, like for shoes and all that, and so like my slip-ons and stuff like that, I would wear ankle socks. That's what we grew up with and stuff like that. I legitimately have been pointed and not necessarily laughed at, but I definitely got pointed at to look at my socks. And then I've had people tell me, oh yeah, the trend now is to wear the sock, like you have like grandpa socks on almost, or like
yeah. And like I like one thing I noticed too for like Gen Z, like hardcore Gen Z fucking stereotype, they bend the brim of their hat. That bothers me. All of their hats are all bent. Like, see, this is a flat brim. Brim. All of their hats are all bent like dad hats.
Okay, so that doesn't make it.
If you go to a sneaker shop,
I know what you're saying. I've seen it, but I never understood Okay, I didn't know that was a thing for Gen Xers. Is that they take flat bills?
Gen Zers.
What did I say?
Gen Xers.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
I mean, Gen Xers did that too.
Okay, the Z Clan. I didn't know that they were taking flat bills and they were bending them, because when I wear a flat bill, I usually always wear mine backwards anyway, and it's straight. It's flat. It's the way it was that it was intended and created for. Now, other hats that I have, if they're bent, they came pre-bent.
Yes, those are dad hats.
Thank you. Well, in my neck of the woods, we call it a Midwestern kind of a thing. It's a Midwestern hat. It's not necessarily a dad.
If you go to Lids, it's actually listed as a dad hat.
Don't make me burn down Lids. Don't do that.
I'm double checking it right now, but if I Google the word dad hat, it shows exactly. Oh no, dad hats are now flat brims.
Dun, dun, dun.
It's literally a trucker hat, like what I'm wearing right now with a flat brim, except this one's brown and orange. Oh God,
Zaga.
That's so weird. Okay, well, no, I mean, if you go into like shopping, it actually shows all like the regular baseball caps is what they call them, but they're considered dad hats.
Now, see, I'm more on board if you call them a baseball cap because you have a flat bill and you have a baseball cap. Those are two different hat styles.
Very different, right?
Now, explain to me why Gen Zers also, and I don't know why would they do with flat bills. And you saw Pauly D, I believe is probably a Gen Zer.
No, he's born in the 80s.
Okay, then why the fuck did he have his hat where it was like barely on? Why?
Like that?
Why?
Like that?
Why?
I mean, that's just the way. I mean, that reminds me of 2002, like DJ Unk. I walk it out.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, because T.I. used to wear his hat like this. So
I didn't understand. Okay, maybe it's the carcassity in me. I don't know.
I used to wear my hat. I actually used to wear my hat like this all the time.
Okay, but see, that's more on your cranium.
Like,
not.
Yeah,
Okay.
like there had to be an indent right here, or it wasn't working right.
I don't understand it.
I don't know either. Just happened that way. Just happens that way.
Okay.
But what stereotypes do we have? Like, what are our stereotypes? Like,
we work ourselves to death.
Oh yes, we do.
Here,
as it is 8:30 at night, recording a podcast, hoping something like a kind of like a second job, but we don't get paid for.
Yet. A lot of us are, I guess. Well, I don't know. It's kind of hard for me to say like what a lot of our shticks are, just for the fact of like, I don't think that we have any. I think that we were the perfect generation.
That's how you know you're old, when you start saying shit like that. When you start saying we're the perfect.
Are you going to go against your own generation?
We're a terrible generation. We don't want to be involved in no shit, no bull. Some people want change in the world. We're like, no, just shut the fuck up. I just want quiet. That's what I want. I don't want change. Think about that. Last time somebody gave you some change at the store, you're like, God damn it, I don't want any of this. You don't want any physical change. You don't want any metaphorical change. You just don't want, I want peace and quiet.
I almost go into a panic attack when someone hands me loose change because everyone's like, I feel like the person behind me is like, please hurry the fuck up.
Millennials are presumed to be lazy, entitled, delusional, narcissistic, and unreliable.
All right, well, we're going to knock out unreliable and definitely lazy. The rest might be pretty on point.
We are a little entitled because we feel like we worked our asses off. We want some shit for free. Like that's how I feel a lot of times, right? And then delusional, absolutely, because I definitely feel like I can become famous.
Yeah, and we are definitely narcissistic, a smidgen.
We've already discussed this many times before in the past.
Yeah, I just want
now
based on it. Again,
we each have our own different slang, though, and I'm curious to see like who wins in the slang category, from millennial slang to Gen Z slang. Now, what are some slang terms for millennials? Like, you should just quiz me. Can I answer millennial slang? Like, do I know my own generation's slang?
I say, do you fit in with your own group, or were you was part of you born in a different era that you?
I was born 1990, so I'm like literally.
You're born 1900s. I guess
exactly.
I get it.
Yes.
All right, so we're just gonna. I'll give you. How many you want? You want 5 or 10?
I will do 5.
5, fair. That keeps Keeps it on.
Start with easy, and then we work our way to hard.
All right. Drip.
Drip is our term?
That's what I... Tell you what. Scratch that. Because that can go back and forth. Because there's another one on here that says sus. And sus is a Gen Z millennial hybrid.
That's TikTok all day.
That's TikTok. Okay. So we'll go with, okay. Extra.
We were the extra ones. We used to say extra all the time. That was our thing.
According to the El Google is
El Google.
El Google.
There's a whole Wikipedia page for millennial slang, isn't it? Wow, they have it for Gen Z, but not millennials. Wow, bro. Okay. So extra, I mean, that's just being above and beyond than what you normally should be at that time. I mean, that's very easy to decipher for that one.
Okay. Low key.
You're keeping it on the low. Ain't nothing getting out there. You ain't trying to tell nobody. Just low key. I ain't trying to low key. I fuck with Drake. I like his singing voice. It's real nice. You ain't gonna blast that shit to the news stations. You're just keep it mad quiet. Low key. I really like Spice Girls. Can't even knock it, man. Baby Spice.
Here's one I know that I even still use today. Salty.
Salty. Yeah, that's definitely an us term. Salty would be in the. Can you use it in a sentence, please? It's a spelling bee. Can you name the origin of the word? Yeah, I mean, when you're salty, you're just you're petty about it. You're feeling spiteful about something.
You're bad mood, irritated, bitter, or resentful.
You're petty.
Yeah, you're petty.
You're very petty. That's what I was saying. You're petty as fuck.
Okay. Tea.
Ooh, just like your meme that I'm gonna make of you. When you're sipping the tea, tea is that's that gossip. That's that yap. That's that shit that everybody wants all the time. I'm so ready for tea time all the time. I want Ellie to find good tea in places. By the way, listeners out there, if you got good tea and you just want to be anonymous, send it into the show. Email us at the nfapod@gmail.com. I will read your tea online. If you want to put somebody on blast without you want it out there, I'll put it out there. I don't give a fuck. I'll read that shit all day. I love tea. We will make a segment called Tea Time, and we will make ourselves some Lipton tea, and we'll get some crumpets for you folks in the UK.
I like Arizona tea because they haven't changed up on the public.
Such an Arizona fucking nuthead.
Okay,
I'm on a diet though because I got the honeymoon coming up in February, and I don't want to be the chubby guy with the hot wife, so can't be that guy. And we're going on an adult only cruise, so there's gonna be a lot of pretty people there, and I'm not trying to be the one chubby dude with a pretty girlfriend or pretty wife.
Okay, one last word from Millennial Urban Dictionary, and it's one that I like to use, and I use daily. I think I sent it to you yesterday. Bet.
I don't think that's an R thing. I think that's a Gen Z thing.
I don't know. I was using bet back in high school.
I wasn't. That's something that I didn't hear back then.
Well, I don't know what to fucking tell you.
So this is on 105.7 WROR. 21 millennial slang words we're all saying now. Adulting.
Yeah.
Bay. That's an R term. Bay is an R term. That is us.
It is. I fucking hated the term because it was used in high school, and I fucking...
No, high school was boo, bro. And boo was everything because what's up, boo? How you doing, boo?
It was boo, and then when the internet started kind of circulating to become, when MySpace came about, Bay started, forming after, the internet.
Savage is definitely one of ours.
Yeah.
Shook. Slay, Stan was definitely one of ours because you say you're standing them so bad.
I
Thirsty.
didn't know that. I didn't know that until I looked it up. I never knew what Stan was. It's a fan, but stalking. Yeah, I get it.
It's Eminem. All right, so the Gen Z slang terms. Now we went over a bunch that we've had, right? Now they have weird ones sometimes, right? Like, why do they call it a glizzy?
Okay, for the record, I use the term glizzy
I use it ad nauseum. I love the term glizzy. It's so funny to say, but I hate it. Like, who came up with glizzy?
Love it. I call a buddy at work. I call him the glizzy gobbler.
So another one here I'm seeing, ick. Ick is one of them.
That word gives me the ick. I hate that fucking word. Because there was a trend going on TikTok. It was like, oh, he gives me the ick. Shut the fuck up.
So what's a jit?
A what?
A jit. J-I-T. Jit. That's I've heard my sister. I partially want to call my sister in on the line here and ask her Gen Z questions. But jit is a younger person, usually used pejoratively for someone seen as inexperienced. Mid is one of theirs as well, because we had low key, high key, and they were like, nobody has nothing for the middle. Mid.
So we had the high ground.
Op is one of them. Is one of their terms.
Yeah, I know what it means. I know what op means. It's like cops and stuff like that. But I never find myself using it. It's just
Ooh. Now I hate this word, but I do use it often. Riz.
Yeah. Oh,
Riz. Cap is another one. Cap is a great one too. Riz.
Because there's a guy, the kid, on fucking TikTok called the Rizzler. I fucking hate him.
Sigma.
Is that being cool?
An independent male on top of the social hierarchy. And then there's simp, which is the opposite.
Yeah. I thought Sigma is just another form of alpha, which doesn't make sense to me.
I still don't know what skibbity means.
Okay, thank you, because I don't either. I don't know where it fucking came from, and the whole was it Skibbity Toilet Riz, Skibbity Ohio.
Ohio was on this list. I don't even know what Ohio means.
Ohio doesn't exist.
Slang meaning for strange, weird, cringe, or dumb. Damn, shots taken to Ohio. Ohio doesn't exist. Uwu was a thing.
Yeah, that was Uwu. That was more like anime. That was more like in the nerdy like.
And listen, my favorite. You know what's funny is like I wanted to shit on Gen Zers, but as I'm living in the Gen Z world right now, I'm really enjoying it because WWE has used this term and trademarked this term, and I'm gonna give my boy Jey Uso yeet.
Time I throw something, yeet.
Yeet is my favorite. Dude, WWE has a shirt that just has yeet across the front of it. I need it. I need it so bad. If you guys don't know, WWE is on Raw. Raw, WWE Raw is on Netflix. Sorry, Raw's on Netflix because that's all I'm seeing every time I go to Netflix now. It's like Raw.
You know what's funny? I found out today. You know how Netflix has Raw now?
Yeah.
Max has
on January 6th.
Yeah, on January 6th. There's no insurrection. But Max has AEW, which was funny to me because it's the same thing that WWE is doing. AEW wanted to mimic.
Yeah, but there's so many more subscribers to Netflix than there is.
No. I'm not saying AEW is better. I'm just saying I just thought it was funny.
Yeah, I don't watch AEW. I'm an avid WWE fan. I'm not even gonna lie. I watch that shit day in and day out, or week in and week out. I love watching wrestling. I get caught up in the stories. It's no different to me than fucking watching Squid Game. Got a question? Yep.
Yeah,
hands up.
Hand.
Yep, man in the front.
Yes. So with it being on Netflix, before we get back to the episode, I real quick. So you know that I work 2 jobs, and so like I don't get home Monday through Thursday until about 8:30 at night. So, and I know Monday Night Raw comes on about 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
Oh, so I'd only missed 30. So, anyways, what I'm saying is, like I say, if I get distracted, I could go back and rewatch.
Yeah.
That-
So they said they're gonna have instant replay, like you can instantly rewatch like once the show's over, you can go back and watch it right away.
Oh, okay. Guess what my New Year's resolution is now. I'm gonna get back into WWE.
You should, dude. Fucking John Cena's retiring this year, so he's John Cena is coming back. And I'm sorry, folks, we're going back to I'm just excited for that. I got nerded out, but John Cena's coming back for 2025. He's coming. Well, by the time this comes out, he's already back, but he's gonna be on Raw, on Netflix, next Monday for us. And back in time for us. But yeah, he's coming back, and he's going full time. He's not doing the part-time gig. He's gonna be there full time, and he's gonna do like a retirement run, one final story arc and everything like that.
So you know what that means, right?
What?
He's gonna be main event at WrestleMania.
Oh God, yeah, he has to.
Yeah.
Listen, I John Cena is one of the most, like, he's one of those celebrities that you just can't hate, in my opinion. Like, there's nothing about him I just like he's the single guy. He doesn't even like want to get married because he knows he has his own goals, and he makes it very clear that he doesn't want to be tied down right now. He doesn't want to have kids. And he's just open about everything, and he's just a real dude. He's just not an asshole. And it's hard to see that, with a lot of celebrities out there, especially like athletes, right? Because most athletes are just fucking pricks.
Oh, absolutely.
But yes, back to the show. Sorry, but yeah, no, you're right. You should get back into wrestling because wrestling is I'm not even lying to you, dude. It feels like it's 2003, 2002, back with the DX days. Jeff Hardy.
Yeah, I heard they're going to the Attitude Era with Netflix. At least that's what Triple H had said.
Well, they're making it fun again. Like they're listening to the fans and giving the fans what they want. You know what I mean? It's not that boring. Like you're actually interested in the promos they're cutting, not just the matches anymore. And the women's division has gotten so much fun to watch too. Like it used to be, very degrading. I'm not even gonna lie. Some of that shit was really degrading. I enjoyed it at 11 years old. I'm not going to lie. Little Zaga was found at that time. Miss Stacy Kleebler, holler at me. Just saying.
See, I'm a Lita fan. Oh,
I met Lita. She is a sweetheart. She's she's a very, very, very nice person. That's why I won't say holler at me, because I actually respect Lita.
I respect Liv Morgan, but hey, that's
Liv
women's division. Oh,
I'm sorry. Listen, I agree with you, but Alexa Bliss is my boo on.
That's fine, and I won't turn that part down. But I'm just saying.
Yo, do you see Rhea tweaking the other day or twerking? Tweaking. She was twerking.
I saw that
the Christmas episode. Yeah, she was twerking. She threw it back. She threw that cake back. It was really impressive.
That was a
cake. It was golf cake. Yes. Moving on with the episode here.
Yes.
The differences between Gen Z and Millennials, technology, because for us, we were at the birth, it's our birthright, the internet. You know what I'm saying? Like
pretty much, yeah.
Like we were there from the start. We went through the fears of Y2K, and I felt like Trump there. So I had my hands going.
Oh, so Y2K, you know that movie is out now, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really care enough to really want to see it, but
it actually looked pretty funny. Anyways,
they're tell me they're not just fucking baiting millennials to go see their movie.
I don't care. That's yeah, it worked.
He's like, feed my nostalgia, asshole. So obviously the kids today, they have a bunch of different social media than we had growing up, because for us it was AIM, MSN Messenger. We had chat rooms, MySpace.
So dangerous.
Like, dude, if you think about it now, like we used to just go to random fucking lobbies and just chat with strangers.
Yeah, never knew who they were, what they looked like, what their intentions were. And ladies and gentlemen, this is how Chris Hansen was born.
Dude, like, what was it? ASL.
Oh yeah. If you don't know what ASL is, if you're listening to this episode and you're questioning yourself what ASL is, congratulations. You're a little bit late to the party, because you weren't there for it. We were the pioneers of, like you said, technology. because we had MySpace, we had Tom, we had
Tom was always your first friend.
always.
He never your first.
He never asked for anything. Not a subscription, no ads, no nothing. He let us be dictators of our own friends. Oh, you pissed me off. Congratulations. I'm going to go from a top 25 to a top 4. Guess what? You're not in that top 4.
Right? It was war. It was war to get. And like people don't understand. Like when you were like, I was in high school, right? If you were talking to a girl and you made it to the top 8, that's it, son. Like that was so like if there was another guy on the top 8, you're like, I gotta get above him on the top 8. That's what it is. Like I gotta get to the number 2 spot. Like her best friend's gonna be the number 1 spot, but I gotta get to the number 2 spot. Yep. It definitely I feel like it put a lot of people in their place and they understood where they sat in your life. Like I made mine because MySpace was great that you could go in and learn how to code and make your own page, like whatever you want. And
it's true. And the music that you could add to it.
Yep. And I remember I made mine a top 1 and I made it just Tom because I was also quite a promiscuous young lad. So I just didn't want girls to see. I didn't want girls to see my top 8. They're like, why do you have Tom as your friend? I'm like, because he was always there. He's been there from the beginning. Oh, he's always been there. He's my boy.
He's been my day 1.
Oh, yeah. Well, day 1 wasn't out back then. Yeah.
Oh.
But then you look at it today and it's like you got X. You have, well, Twitter was their thing. Twitter, X. Facebook wasn't really their thing. Snapchat was their thing for sure.
Yeah.
They snapped a lot. And TikTok, obviously.
I don't have Snapchat anymore. Snapchat pisses me the fuck off.
I don't use it. Like people send me stuff and I just use it to keep up with people's lives.
You know,
otherwise I don't.
I could do that. It's just, to me,
I don't got time to post on everything, man. That's so much shit.
And my thing is like it pisses me off when you send me like 18,000 fucking snaps and I'm at work and I don't respond. And then you hit me with it. Well, why didn't you look at my snaps? Or why didn't you snap back? I have a life going on. I can't.
There's shit going on in the real world that I'm taking care of. I don't have time to sit here and watch the video, read this caption that you put into it, and then I missed the video, so then I got to replay it, press and hold, and then I missed the second one by accident because I double tapped it, and I can't rewind because you only get one rewind a day. Do you see how stupid this platform sounds?
Yeah, and then you could buy. They when they started to capitalize on it, is that you could buy subscriptions to Snapchat to do unlimited rewinds. You could do so much more. It just became a whole capitalistic like dream.
Yeah, like I miss the days of Vine. Like Vine was so nice. 6 seconds. That's all you needed. If you could make it in 6 seconds, you were a genius.
And that, I mean, in my personal life and on Vine, that's all I needed.
6 seconds. That's all you need.
That's all I need.
Like even when TikTok went to 10-second videos, 30-second videos, something like that.
Yeah, now you
like
do 10-minute videos.
That's too much. Now you're just YouTube.
Yeah.
So annoying.
But the thing about is, and I know that you saw it, is that Facebook, before Facebook took off, what was Facebook, Zaga? What was Facebook predominantly used for?
Predominantly used for?
Yeah. Well,
it was just college. It was like for college back then. Like when it first came out, like it was just a college thing.
Farmland.
Oh yeah, farmland. Well, I didn't play that shit.
Well, a lot of people, yeah, you were harvesting crops and stuff like that. That's all Facebook really was just farmland. And I actually took a stand. Everyone in high school was moving from MySpace to farmland to Facebook from MySpace. I stood my ground. I said, I will not use Facebook. I rode MySpace till the wheels fell off because I was one of the last people to join Facebook because all my nobody was active on MySpace anymore. I finally had to bite the bullet.
Yeah, for whatever reason, when I was in college, I got a Facebook, like, because like when it first came out, like you had to get an invite to Facebook. Remember, like you have to get invited to Facebook. So I had somebody that I knew that went to some university that invited me to it, and you had to have a college email to get into it as well. that was when I got into Facebook because somebody hooked me up with it. And I remember I was at some house party when I was like 19, 20 years old. And some girl was like, oh, add me on MySpace. I'm like, or you can get me on my Facebook. And she was like, what? You got Facebook? And I was like, I'm now cool for having this thing.
You flexed so hard with it, didn't you?
Oh, yeah. I milked the fucking shit out of it.
You acted like a 1%er. I
was like, I'm in the group, guys.
I'm in the book.
I'm in the book.
As a book.
But yeah, but when you look at the technology, like, part of me misses the simplicity that it was back then. Like you would get on to AIM, and then you would sit there and wait for your friends to get online, and then you just start messaging them the moment they get online.
The moment, because I personally used Yahoo Messenger. I did go to like AOL and stuff like that, but you knew it was fun just to sit there and you're like listening to music on LimeWire and stuff like that, and all of a sudden you just hear that the infamous the door open on one of the messengers. Yeah. So they all had their notifications and stuff like that. And just hearing that was just like, oh, fuck yeah. It's pretty much like how we are, or like when a lot of people are when Call of Duty goes on.
Here, I'm gonna give you a little path down memory lane right here.
Hit me.
You get home from school. You get on your computer because you're like 16, 17, so you had your own computer at this time. You get on your computer.
I had a computer.
Oh, well, you get on your computer, you open up your messenger, and you're waiting to see if your crush gets on. Your crush finally gets on. You see that they're on, but you don't want to seem too desperate, so you don't message them right away. So you change your status to some quote from a song that you just that you listened to, and see if they'd message you. Like, you okay? You all right? And the next thing you know, they're offline. So then you hide yourself and say that you're offline, but you sit there and wait to see if they get back on.
I hate that you just like depicted like what
we all did it, bro. And then you sit there with your LimeWire downloading the 15 albums that didn't have the correct track listings, so you had to go on Google to copy and paste the fucking picture so you could add it to your iPod so it would actually look correctly.
Okay, that was out of my tech or like my skill range. All I did with LimeWire was I destroyed my family's computer twice. And
first time with LimeWire, second time with FrostWire.
Yeah, and then BearShare. Okay, so maybe 3 times.
BearShare.
But what I would shoot, yeah, I would never do the cover art. I would just download the shit. So my MP3 player would just be like, oh shit.
It would say like MP3 audio, June 15th, 2004, new release.
It was because like for example, that's when Lil Wayne's I forget which Carter album was, but it was with Fireman, and it would say like Fireman. Okay, Carter 2. It would say Lil Wayne _ Fireman _ MP3 _ and so much more shit on there.
Yep. See, that used to drive me crazy because like I had like the iPad with the wheel. So like all my artists would be all fucked up. So I'd go in and actually because I would go by genre. That's how I organize my stuff mainly. So I'd have to go in there and like edit all the track listing info when I added it to iTunes. And granted, yes, I love the technology. I love Spotify. That is probably like, I legit have 40,000 songs downloaded on my phone currently. Would have never dreamed the day. But I kind of got to give the tech to the Gen Zers. I think I give them the slang and I'm giving them the tech because the tech is just so much more useful. Like Discord's great, bro. I have like 15 different like groups that I'm in, and like if I see people are in that one, I just don't join that group and join the other groups. Like it's like AIM on crack.
I will give Gen Zers this. I have something I will give Gen Zers personally. But I want you Gen Zers to understand that what I'm giving you, we laid the fucking foundation for. And we did it with class. And you made it better, but we laid the foundation. And that's memes.
Memes, you're right.
Now, better with it. We've gotten better with it. But memes, we created them They made them better, I will say.
Well,
but
well. Real question. The real question here is, who do we give the win to for viral videos? Because our videos back then were weird. Like they were. Like, do you remember? I told her going to Chick-fil-A, give me a chicken sandwich and some waffle fries
Right.
for free. Like legitimately, that was like the weirdest thing. And it was the other one, like salad fingers was weird.
Oh, rusty spoons.
And then there was just like a
Oh
lot
no, it was
then
Candy Mountain. Charlie and the Candy Mountain.
yes. I forgot the quotes from it. Like I tucked those ones away because I didn't, I tried to block those memories out.
Oh, Charlie.
But yeah,
Unicorn.
but between the viral stuff, like the videos and the memes, like we had, what was, oh my God, the bad luck. What the fuck was his name? Bad Luck Brian.
Oh yeah, Bad Luck Brian in the sweater vest.
Yes, and then there's the successful little baby with the fist pump.
Yeah, Grumpy Cat.
Grumpy Cat, the troll face one, the smile,
We started, if you remember correctly, when it came to memes, all we had was troll faces. That's all we had for the longest time.
yeah,
There were different versions of it. There was
Oh, my
the rich
God.
guy, the
There's
bulkhead.
good guy Greg, overly attached girlfriend meme, success kid, annoying Facebook. Which one?
the boyfriend. He's like in a parka. He's just sitting there.
Scumbag Steve, Scumbag Steve with the Louis Vuitton hat backwards.
Oh,
The first world problems.
the one girl, the Ermager girl.
Yeah. The college freshman meme. Yeah, I think we take the memes. The memes go to us. Because what I've learned is that the Gen Z memes are situational based. They come for a very short period of time and then they disappear. You know what I'm saying? Like we had meme bingo. So that means it doesn't stay throughout the entire year. Those memes were there for years. They just kept resurfacing back. And then viral videos, those auto-tune remixes were the shit, bro. Hide your kids, hide your wife, hide your kids, hide your wife. Like, come on. You're climbing in your window, he's snatching your people out, trying to take him, so you need.
I can't.
Okay.
I am legally blind.
Okay, so we at least got, Millennials got 1, Gen Z got 2 right now, because we gave them tech and we gave them slang. Because I do like Riz, I do like lit, I do like other newer lingos. Single syllables too. You notice that? Single syllable lingo, which makes it nice and short and sweet. But now we go to fashion. Now, Millennials, we had our skinny jeans. We also did have our Jinko jeans. We rocked side parts and buzz cuts.
Oh, don't
We
forget
did.
about trip pants.
I don't remember what are those.
So trip pants were, you mainly got them at Hot Topic, and it was more along in the gothic emo like fashion or whatever. But they were almost like skinny jeans, or they even had Jinko ones, but they had the ones that had the straps along the backside. There were
those are Jinko jeans. Jinkos.
There were skinny jeans with the same ones.
Yes.
So you got predominantly at Hot Topic when Hot
Like
Topic
we had.
was the cool Hot Topic, not the boring Hot Topic that you guys
Yes.
have now.
We also had Fat Farm. We had Fila's. Fila's were the thing too. Every colorway. Uggs. Uggs were big for us as well.
I feel like they're still pretty big.
Not as big. Not as big as Crocs, which is the Gen Zers' favorite form of footwear.
God, I love me a good pair of Crocs though, man.
Listen, I hated Crocs for so long, but I got a pair of slides, and man, they are the
They're
most
so
comfortable
good.
things. Like, I'm not even joking. See, these are my Croc slides right here, and these are the
Chloe
like. Do you see how thick these are? They're so comfortable.
They look like Yeezys almost.
I know. I also can't afford Yeezys, so
I can't either.
But you know, you look at the Gen Zers, and they're doing like super baggy pants with boxy shirts. They do the middle part now, the hair right down the middle, or they're doing like the fuckboy curly hair when they're getting perms. Like And a lot of stuff that wasn't cool for us is cool for them. Like, I tried to bring fanny packs back. Everyone called me crazy. And here they are. Fanny packs are in again.
Same thing with New Balances.
New Balances too, like they're cool. Like, who rocks New Balance?
If you had New Balances back in our day, you got made fun of.
Like Champion. You didn't buy Champion. That was Walmart brand. Now everyone's like Champion gear this, Champion. Now it's expensive again. Now you can't even find it at Walmart, guys. You've ruined that for us. I blame Gen Zers for the failure of infrastructure in our nation and the rise of inflation. It's their fault, specifically. They're making the cheap stuff popular.
I agree. It's
Lawyered.
Just
for that, we're winning. We win the fashion. I mean, we didn't have, like, granted, that 07, 08 preppy hip-hop style where you had the pop collars and...
under the polo.
Yeah, it wasn't good. Like, I remember the double XL shirts. That was probably my favorite time, though.
Oh, the tall tees?
The tall tees, bro. The double XL tall tees.
I'm not going to lie. Oh, yeah. The lean with it, rock with it.
Lean with it.
Rock.
Like, pretty much, if you watch a Soulja Boy, if you watch that Soulja Boy music video,
The crank.
Crank That Soulja Boy music video, anything that was worn in that, that's the best time for our fashion. Because Fab Farms, Fila's were all in that video as well.
I actually wore tall tees
And
for a little bit.
And all white Air Forces.
Oh, yeah. If you had all white Air Forces, congratulations. Top tier.
Top tier. Even our basketball shoes are better, man. Like, I had the Hyper. I mean, I know you're not a shoe head, but I had the Hyper Dunks, and the Hyper Dunks were the shit for me. That was the greatest shoe of all time.
Yeah.
Now, moving towards pop culture. So now we've evened the score. We're 2-2. 2 for 2. Now, going to pop culture for the Gen Zers. Now, the Gen Zers kind of got a really good... They got us on this. They have majority of the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
And I hate that. I do. I fucking hate that.
They do. They also have Billie Eilish, Taylor Swift, Ed Sheeran. Like, these are all huge. Harry Styles, huge names. Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole. Like, even though they're millennials, the music didn't get popular until the Gen Zers. Now, granted, we had our pop sensations, our S Club 7, Spice Girls, NSYNC, Backstreet Boys. We had Friends. We had The Office, unfortunately, goes to Gen Z because it didn't become popular until recently. The Gen Zers brought it back up, right? So we had Friends. We had The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. We had all the we got the 90s cartoons. So, like, I don't know. Pop culture is hard for me because with, movies like Endgame, Infinity War, Deadpool, like, that's hard, man. Like, we have the original Jurassic Park. We have Ghostbusters. We got, all the OG Disney films, right? Lion King, Little Mermaid, Hercules.
We have Lord of the Rings, right?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, we have the original Star Wars. We do, but like, not the OG Star Wars, but the prequels. But at the same time, it's like, does the prequels line up to the MCU Infinity Saga? Does it?
No, but Gen Z has the final trilogy, which was ass.
True. That's a DACA point. We also did have, Road Rules, Real World. We had real reality TV. We had Jersey Shore. I think that wins right there. Just
we have with Jersey Shore.
Like, we have Snooki. Like, there is no other reality trash TV people
we have
that have been more famous than the ones that have come out of our generation. Like, remember, what was it? Honey Boo Boo? Was that her name?
Yeah, Honey Boo Boo.
Honey Boo Boo. She was huge. We have, Chris Hansen was. Just saying. He was out there protecting us.
No, he was out there protecting Gen Z.
It started with us. It started with us. We got Judge Judy and Joe Mathis. What's up? Judge Joe Mathis.
Judge Judy's still going strong.
Yeah. I knocked on her door years ago when I was doing door-to-door sales.
She tell you to fuck off?
No, she wasn't there, but her husband was very, very, very nice. Very nice man. He was like, I see what you're doing. I appreciate you working hard, bud, but asked you politely to move on. I don't want to call security. And I'm like, I appreciate that, man. I do have a permit, so But I was like, motherfucker, you ain't gonna. I'm a salesman. I'm gonna try to get that minute to pitch you. I think I would give it to our generation just because it set the groundwork up for everything. Because, like I said, there's not like what I feel like with Gen Z. Because, like, yes, as much as I love Squid Game, as much as I love like these shows that come out are great, but like, are they really culturally changing? No. The movies that we had were changing, like changed everything.
Squid Game's kind of is. I've never watched it, but from what I've
You're
seen,
missing out.
from what I'm lazy. I don't. The whole having it in subtitles pisses me the fuck off.
It's dubbed. You don't have to read subtitles. It's dubbed.
Okay, well then I will try to go rewatch.
I'm telling you right now, dude. It's a really good show, and it's just great storytelling. That's what it is.
But I will say, at least Squid Games is somewhat is making a huge impact on society, and I say impact on society as in like it's making a very vast presence in society. Like they're doing like so many promos. They even have a reality TV show right now.
Beast Games, yeah, is its own.
Is it Beast Games?
Well, they did have their own Squid Games show, but like it wasn't even like that good. Mr. Beast did it way like 10 times better. Oh. Like he did it 10 times better. But I mean, like I said, even looking at our stuff though, like our shows, like does Game of Thrones count for us? When did this come out? When did Game of Thrones first come out? 2011. That's an us thing. These kids they were like 8. They don't understand. So with us, I think we win pop culture. I think it leans very close, but I think it drops to us on pop culture because I think we have the childhood shows plus adult shows at the same time.
I'll agree with that. And the only reason
where the childhood stuff doesn't really fit with the Gen Z stuff, you know what I mean?
Well, I'm only going to agree that one, I'm biased because of when I was born, and two, I see a lot of these shows getting piggybacked by Gen Zers from when we created and we had them in our era and stuff like that. So I take that as a piggyback win. Fight me.
Now, and just so you guys know at home, if you got it this far, because we're an hour into the episode here, if you got this far, just so you know, this episode was actually created by ChatGPT for us because we didn't know what we wanted to talk about, and we're like, we can ride with this idea very, very well. Now, this next part that ChatGPT gave us was work ethic and career views. So millennials, we are the hustle culture generation. We grapple with student debt and that 9-to-5 grind. Gen Zers, they advocate for work-life balance, mental health awareness, and remote work. Now, ChatGPT wanted us to discuss, are we too burnt out or is Gen Z too idealistic?
I think it's a bit of both. Because honestly, if I could work from home, I 1000% would. However, I also believe the term, and it was, again, this is the way I was raised, is the fact that if you want something, you're going to have to fucking work for it. So, I mean, I feel like...
But that idea doesn't happen anymore, you know? Like, where it did used to work like that the harder you did work, you would be reciprocated for that hard work. Nowadays, thanks to just the way that the capitalistic world works, that they're just going to see you as free labor.
Yeah,
and
if you will.
Yeah, and then you're expected to do that kind of work at all times for that kind of wage. So I've always been a person that I'll work with what you pay me for. I'll work what I believe my value is worth for that.
Yeah.
That's something that I've always done. It's like, if you're going to pay me X amount, you're only going to get X amount of work ethic out of me. Know my potential's up here. And I mean, you see it personally because we work on the show, but those who like my job, like I said, I got a new promotion and everything, and it's been crazy for me, but I've given more effort than I ever have because they paid me a handsome amount more. So I was like, you'll get more out of me, but there's a certain level I will stop. And they're noticing that too, because I'll go that extra. I won't go that extra.
And I think that's a smart way to do it. So,
but I think Gen Zers see the shit that we go through and they're like, we don't want to deal with that. So I respect that.
I
respect that because we didn't have the balls to stand up and say that. We're following their approach. They're like, yeah, quiet quitting. I'm with them. I agree with that. You know what I'm saying? And obviously the mental health awareness, like, right, me being a manager in my mid 30s, like, people need a mental health day. I agree with that. Like, like, that's a sick day. That's just as much a sick day as you not feeling good.
Yeah. or because I was a lead at one point, and I had people tell me, "Oh, well, I'm going to be late because this is this." Like, okay, that's fine. Like, just get here safe. Because like when I grew up, there'd be times like I messaged my manager, "Oh, hey, like I got a flat tire, or this is this," and then they would ask for like proof. Well, let me see that flat tire. Are you really that sick? Like,
Right?
I'll give the work. I'll give Gen Z the win on the work ethic part. I will.
Yeah, because they're putting in they're trying to create the change that we could benefit from. So I'll
Right.
give them that. I'll give them that. That'll even up the score back to 3-3. Here's another one here. Leading into this is actually a perfect segue based on what we're talking about. Social values and activism. Now, obviously, us as millennials, we went through a lot of shit, right? Between 9/11, Y2K, Desert Storm, all the shit that we've done.
Afghanistan,
Everything that we've gone through in our generation. We were kind of the pioneers for online activism. I don't know if you remember Coney 2012.
Vaguely, I
No,
don't.
it was the African general that was committing genocide and stealing children to put in his army and shit like that, which ended up finding out to be kind of pretty much all false. So that was fun.
Shocker.
But TikTok really changed what activism is, no matter what viewpoint you stand on, just online activism, whether you're a MAGA Republican, you're a complete liberal, doesn't matter who you are, the internet has been a place for everyone to kind of
voice their opinion,
voice everything, and try to push for that change. I mean, shit, you're seeing it recently with Israel and Pakistan, right?
Mm-hmm.
Palestine, sorry, Pakistan. I'm shot, dude. I've been smoking too much. My apologies for the people out there. This does not show a political side. I'm just ignorant. Ignorant is what I am. And I'm not talking about the political stuff. I'm just talking about
what
we've gone through. We're seeing online from people wanting change. So that's how you cover yourself right there. CYA, cover your ass. But yeah, the Gen Zers are posting on TikTok, on X, on YouTube, on all these social platforms to instill change, and to a point where it's getting to, House of Representatives, getting to Congress, and it's being talked about on the news. Where with us, we didn't really say too much. I mean, think about it. 9/11 happened. We didn't really go on the internet and talk about it. We just kind of just sat there.
Yeah, it was in a sense we kind of just like sucked it up.
We said we got to go to work tomorrow. So
yeah,
well, maybe not us back then, but we had to go to school the next day.
We had to go to school that day.
School got dismissed early for me. I was in New York, so
that was different here in
Oklahoma. Different. Yeah, Oklahoma was like, yeah, something happened in New York. Back to biology. But like for us, it was like, yeah, school's closed, but then the next day we're back to open again. It was just awkward. Like nobody was doing anything. So I'd have to give Gen Z the point on this one as far as what they try to do socially for change, whether it's for mental health, LGBTQ community, or whether it's for even something as simple as fat shaming, right? Like that was the whole thing. I mean, think about our generation of wrestling versus this generation of wrestling. Yes, there's still tits and ass, but it's not the whole show.
No, it's become more culturally appropriate, if you will, I guess.
It's showing respect amongst our peers, not degrading one another as we did. I mean, I don't know if you remember watching wrestling. They had a guy named Eugene on that show.
Oh, yeah.
And he was mentally challenged.
He was mentally challenged, and
he was not mentally challenged in real life, but he played a mentally challenged character. Again, not socially correct and completely wrong. So again, I think the Gen Zers made the right call about, I'm not for censoring. Don't get it twisted. I'm not for canceling and all that shit too, but I believe in progression and growth as a civilization. And I think that we're heading in the proper direction. The more we can just be okay with everyone doing whatever the fuck they want to do in their lives and not try to tell people what to do, the better off we are. I'm Asian and I'm from New York. I'll tell you right now, one of our biggest things, and it's a very big stereotype with Asians, we mind our own fucking business. If I see that you and your wife are fighting across the street, I'll watch, I'm not reporting or calling anything. And if a cop knocks on my door, I'm like, I ain't see nothing. I don't know what you're talking about. Exactly. That's exactly how it is. Now, with that being said, the final one I would like to, because that was a little dark. I don't want to end on a dark.
You don't end this on a dark note.
Dark note. Don't end on a dark note. Who do we think? We got to have one more thing to compare the two generations before we wrap up here. What would be the last thing we would compare the two generations with?
Compare the two generations of Gen Z and Millennial. For me, it's hard to
because technically, if we're looking at the stats right now, they're beating 4-3 on us.
Yeah, okay, but if you want to get down to the nitty gritty of it, how many of those points did we pioneer, and that the reason as to why they're winning?
Yeah, but still,
I get it. It's a win is win, and I told you before we started this episode that I was going to be completely biased anyway. Being a millennial, I'm going to be team millennial regardless. I'm not gonna get it, but I would literally put millennial across my fucking stomach if there wasn't already a tattoo there. But that's how deep of the gang I am from.
I'll do it for you. I have no tattoo there, so I'll do that for you.
There you go. I don't know. I feel like a lot of the stuff that Gen Z does win at is again that we pioneered it. They have critiqued it and have made it in a sense better. Yes. So yeah, do they get the point? But I feel like we get half of a point because we created it. Just like I'm sure like boomers and Gen Xers say the same thing about us, that we've cultivated off of their stuff that they've did and we've made it better. I don't know.
Okay. Well, with that being said, let's end. We'll give them the win. They need it more than us because we've already admitted defeat. We're old. Our backs hurt. They got to do something. They got to be better. They have to be better than us. But that's what growth is, right? We hope that the generation after us is better than the generation we created, than we had. That's what true growth is as a civilization.
Learning to admit when you're wrong and correcting the wrong.
Exactly. And we were wrong in a lot of things, and they corrected a lot of things, and they need a lot of things corrected with them because they went overboard with the canceling.
Yeah, some of that's yeah, and that we could go in on that, but with as far as we've gone into this episode, I don't feel like we need to dive into it. We could dive into it later this season, which would be fun. But no, I 100% agree. A lot of the cancelings got out of hand. The canceling should have been canceled.
Exactly. Now, I do have a few trivia questions for you, my fellow millennial, and I don't know the answers yet because these are flashcards that are on my other screen here, and I don't have them flipped over for the answer, so I'll partake in this with you.
Okay.
During which year was the first Harry Potter film released? Bonus point, how did the film's title differ from that of the book it was based on? I can answer the part 2 question. That's the Philosopher's Stone versus the Sorcerer's Stone, which was the American version.
Yeah, I knew the Philosopher's Stone was it.
Do you know what year the movie came out?
98.
1998. The answer is 2001. The film's title was Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, whereas the book was originally published as the Philosopher's Stone.
Real quick on the Harry Potter. Did you know that they made a spinoff? It was only in a book form. It was Harry Pothead.
Wasn't written by J.K. Rowling though.
It was not written by J.K. Rowling, but
it's not part of the. It's not canon.
It's not canon, but it's funny to fucking read.
Oh yeah, I mean, trust me. My favorite one is the one with the puppets.
Oh,
serious. Serious. See, again, we win the viral stuff.
Ron.
Britney Spears and Justin Timberlake once showed up to an awards show in outfits coordinated made entirely of denim. What show was it? I'm going to say it was the VMAs. Pretty sure it was the VMAs, the Video Music Awards. And for those youngsters who listen to us, we know we have a few of you. The VMAs wasn't just about music or just concerts. It was actually about music videos, and you used to have to vote what music video you thought was the best one, because we would watch every day and vote for music videos every single day as well.
On TRL.
On TRL. Carson Daly. I'm going to say it was the VMAs, though. I'm pretty sure it was.
I'm going to lean toward VMA, but part of me wants to say that it was the Movie Awards.
MTV Movie Awards. Yes, I remember that. But you go Movie Awards, I go VMAs.
Yeah.
American Music Awards. We were both wrong on that one, pal.
Well, we'll give you half the point because you were technically in the music genre.
Yeah. Which alternative band initially rose to prominence thanks to their singles A Punk and Oxford, comma? I know the answer to this, and I'll let you. You should know this one.
Is it Green Day?
A Punk and Oxford, comma. Don't care about an Oxford, comma. Dun, 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 do.
Yeah, I'm
Dun, do, do.
blank. Drawing a blank.
Dun, 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 dun. It was in Step Brothers.
Yeah.
Vampire Weekend. Vampire Weekend. Now, do you remember one of the first original videos to go viral? I believe it was 2006 or 7, where the music video predominantly took place on treadmills. Can you name the band?
It's Okay Go.
Okay, go. Now here we go. Here we go now.
That song became so catchy, and the budget for that film was so low. But that music video did so well because of the low budget, and it
was so great.
It was.
They still do videos like that too.
Yeah, I know. They said that because it really works for them. So bravo to OK Go.
What is the name of those? Oh no, that one's whacked. I don't like that one. What early computer game is associated with Millennials?
Oregon Trail.
I was going to say Backyard Baseball.
Oh.
Because Backyard Baseball was like the game I played all the time.
I played Oregon Trail a lot.
Oregon Trail is the correct answer on that.
Let's go. He's died of dysentery.
What East Coast convenience store chain got a boost in popularity thanks to Mayor of Easttown? I don't even know what the fuck that means.
Fuck. 7-Eleven?
Skip that. I don't even care about that then. What?
I don't even know. Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm out of questions. Well, that was easy. I mean, to summarize everything up, I think that our generation
paved the way.
Was great in so many ways and really set forth the motion of what Gen Z was. Now I think the gentle parenting thing is our fault. Because people, you see online, it's like, I saw somebody post the other day, will we ever see another Michael Jackson or Beyonce? And I think the comment underneath it was like, no, because we gentle parent now. It's like, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I'm not saying what they did was okay. But
I used to get my ass beat back in the day.
You get your ass beat, you end up doing pretty great things in your life.
You get a lot of trauma, but
yeah, trauma makes you funny. That's what I've learned.
Yeah, I'll agree.
It's true.
Look at us.
All these people I know are.
Look at us. Who'd have thought?
Who'd have thought? Not us. Not us. All right, guys. With that being said, that's it for the episode today. Quick episode. I think we're still over an hour because of ADHD brain. Next week, I have no idea what you're in for. No clue. No idea because we record things out of order. You're going to see.
That's where the fun is.
Like you guys are going to see episodes where I'm in my new studio and then like episodes I'm in my old studio. And the old studio doesn't exist anymore. That's my new bedroom. So
he's just moving stuff around. Yeah, and they're going to see me with this old mic. And then I'm about to have a new mic. We're better off.
Well, no, because yours will be actually in proper timeline because all of your recordings have been with that mic. All of my recordings have bound. I have 2 recordings. I have 2 recordings in my old studio, 2 recordings in my new studio.
Okay, no, fair enough. Okay, I take it back.
But with that being said, I love all y'all. Thank you if you did watch all the way through, per usual. I know Copper's not here, so those who did stick around, really, really appreciate it. I don't care if you guys buy anything. I don't care if you guys even subscribe. I just the fact that you listen to us talk and shoot the shit for an hour and a half and hear us make fun of people, it goes a long way, and it makes us feel good inside. And obviously, if we made you laugh at any bit in time during this episode, that's all we care about, honestly.
We're very simple.
As long as we can make somebody's day, for even if it's for a few minutes, that's all we do this for. Because obviously, we don't do this for the money. We work some cheap ass shit. So I buy expensive tech, but it's just for me to play. It's my new toys. I don't buy action figures anymore. So I can at least say my toys are for the podcast and not get in trouble. But thank you guys. Seriously, tune in next week. We got obviously we're gonna have something else come out for you guys. The week of my honeymoon, I am going to put together a little compilation of what our trip is like. Ellie and I are gonna vlog. That'll be a whole episode for you guys. We're gonna have stuff leading up though, because obviously while we're gone, I'm not gonna have time to edit. So I'll have an episode planned and ready to go out that day for you guys. So don't worry, you won't miss anything out. The plan is this year, guys, you're going to get 12 straight months of the NFA network. We're going to try to go straight 52 weeks for you guys.
The word of 2025 is consistency.
Yep, I'm going to try to post as much as possible. I actually have so much work to do this week before our premiere drops for all of our videos and shit. But I love you guys. If you made it to this point, real talk, I want you to comment the word pineapple. That's what I need to know. I need confirmation. Comment the word pineapple, whether you're on Spotify, whether you're on YouTube, pineapple. I just need it in a comment section somewhere. If you listen on Spotify and you can't find any place to comment, go onto YouTube. You have the account. I know you do. Comment pineapple for me. That's so I know that people actually listen all the way through, or else I'm going to start doing weird shit towards the end of the episodes because I know you motherfuckers don't listen.
Please don't let him get any more weird, guys.
Oh, it's going to get real weird. I'll buy a fucking dildo and just slap it right on my desk and let it wave and know that nobody's going to fucking see it.
This is why we don't ever go this long.
Exactly. It's too late for us here. We're old. It's past our bedtime. I love you. Nick, say goodbye.
I'll see you guys on the next episode. I hope you guys are enjoying the 2025 new year, and I hope that it is better to you than what 2024 was. But until next time, I'm Nick.
I'm Zaga.
And this is the NFA Pod
Network, but whatever. Peace.